Now I'd like to introduce Professor L.Morelli, professor in food microbiology at the University of Piacenza, Università Cattolica. He's chair of the Department of Food Microbiology, specialist in the field of elucidation of probiotics, probiotic effects, characterization of probiotics, but also safety aspects of probiotics and other food microorganisms. Lorenzo has been working in this field for many years. In 1991, he was the first project leader of the first European project on probiotic action. He has also been member of panels of the FAO on the guidelines for the assessment of pro and prebiotics, and also advised the Italian Ministry of Health on health claims. So, Lorenzo, please, the floor is yours.
Thanks for your kind presentation. I'm not so old. I am quite old, but not so old. Okay, I have played a little bit with some literature research in the web, and so the take-home messages are the scientific validation of the probiotic action, where it comes, this validation, and what does it mean. And then the final message will be probiotics versus biotherapeutics action. This will be really the key point of my presentation, and probably it's also part of the problem that industry is facing now about the EFSA assessment. Once upon a time, that's really old, this is the advertisement that was present in the Paris city center in 1907, because Meshnikov founded a company that was called Le Ferment, just trying to sell lactobacillin. And lactobacillin was prepared with pure lactic acid bacteria, different from lactic acid bacteria present in kefir, yaourt, Varnets, and so on. And he also prepared some pills for people that were not able to drink a fermented milk. So that was the origin of the story. It was a sad story because the company failed after a few months, because the strain that Mechnikov used was very active in colonizing the gut, but provide to the yogurt an horrible taste, and so it failed. But now, sorry for the Italian, but in our supermarket you can find this kind of advertisement, and I think you can understand even if it's in Italian. So it means that at least for the Italian consumer, the word probiotics is really well known. They don't understand perfectly, which is the meaning, but they really relate to something more than yogurt, to something different. You can see here there are yogurt, skim yogurt, plain yogurt, yogurt, fully fat, and also probiotic. Just to go to the science, the scientific world has built up a pyramid just to assess, to review if data are solid or not. So you start from here, and then you have a trip up to the meta-analysis, to the systematic reviews. So there are guys that are in a position to select some paper, to discharge some of them, to retain some other, and then to evaluate the full body of evidence to provide some solid support. Also, meta-analyses are debatable, but this is in the scientific method. Nothing is really the true. The true is for the faith, if you have a faith, but not for science. We can have a lot of information about the statistical handling of what is present in PubMed. If you go to this website, it's GoPubMed. It is handled by the University of Stuttgart, and it can provide you with a lot of information. For instance, if you put this kind of keywords, probiotics, human and clinical, you will find more than 1,000 papers reviewed by this website that is based on the PubMed information. And then you can have the number of publications per year. And so you can see that 2008 was the highest scoring in the number of publications with these 3 words. And here you have the top terms. But also the countries where the research is done. The States are the leading country, Italy is the second one, and then the other. And you can also have a very interesting information about the research group that are involved and the link among the different research groups. You can see that there are some groups that are quite auto-referential, no link with the other groups. And some authors are bridging different groups and so on. So you can really see that the research in probiotic has a kind of well-organized net all around the world. And this was the situation in 2008, so mainly in Europe and in the east coast of the States. After 2 years, this is the situation. You can compare. More and more research group has been involved, especially in Europe, in Eastern countries, in research of probiotics. So it means that the research is not only active, but is growing.